Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But he's had a shot! Goal! Croatia! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. João Neves. Now Ruben Dias. Vega. And it's Vitinha. Now Ruben Dias. Araujo. Now João Neves. And it's Vega. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out towards the right wing. And it's made its way to him. Here comes the cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Bruno Fernandes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Sucic. Vitinha. And it's Neves. Araujo. And they've got rid. And smartly reclaimed. And Vega. And it's Vega. Portugal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Baturina. He's on it, can he get away? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And he welcomes it in. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
He's had it taken off him. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he lines up a cross. That's a decent clearance. He's in a great position here. Baturina! And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Perisic. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Pass somewhat off target. Here's the header! Oh, it's hit the post! Deftly away. bangs one in. And that has been cleared. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a little off target. Nice bit of trickery. Sucic. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Baturina gathers from the goal kick. Baturina. And here's Pasalic. Araujo clears without hesitation. That has not gone well. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, there's the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Bruno Fernandes chasing after it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Perisic. In towards the back stick. And he knocks it clear. Crossed in once more. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. And he can clear it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Pasalic. Floated through.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Vega gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Vitinha, now João Neves. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Araujo. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Neves. Here's Vitinha. Sucic. Bruno Fernandes! And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. Chance! And he's heaved it away. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Portugal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
E vamos saudar a entrada em campo da nossa equipa. Substituição para Portugal. Número 23. Número 25.
So the action resumes.
Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Bernardo Silva, Pedro Neto. Croatia can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Perisic, who does have an assist to his name. Baturina. Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming...
Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's being shifted off it. Perisic.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's well positioned here. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, delightful ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. Pedro Neto. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Looking for the run. Stanisic. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Rafael Leao. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Neves. Pedro Neto receives it in a good position here.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Bernardo Silva. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pasalic. Great vision. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Joao Felix. Looking to play him in. Shot, surely! Well taken goal.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Budimir coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's really well manoeuvred. He won't be happy with that one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Budimir. Distributed tidily. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Perisic. And the finish! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now, who's going to be first to this? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chance here to counter. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Oh, what a mistake! Modric. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking... and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Pedimos que, para a vossa segurança, permaneçam sentados durante o desenrolar do jogo. Obrigado pela vossa cooperação.
Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Forced to go back.
It's a foul. It could be a penalty.
Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this the chance to fire his team in front.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Oh, he's missed it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Matheus Cunha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No, that's been intercepted. It's run loose here.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. First quarter of an hour gone. De Ligt. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's De Jong.
That was
He's
lovely,
picked
that.
his way through. Now that's well seen too. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, Peter. He's got incredible reflexes, and that makes him one of the best shot stoppers around. He's also very comfortable when he's under the high ball or coming out for crosses. And having someone like that just easing the pressure on that defence can spread confidence very quickly.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Balde. Now it's Rashford. Looking for options for movement. Look at the space. There's the shot! And we have our very first corner. He'll try from distance!
Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Ahmad.
Showing great feet there.
Ahmad.
Oh, that's nice.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lewandowski.
Shot could be... He's had a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
Menu!
It's bounced back off the post. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Moved on forwards. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking to play him in.
Lewandowski.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Araujo
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And he's managed to get free. Lisandro Martinez promptly onto that, and that is that.
And here's Rashford.
Oh, it's come loose.
De Ligt.
That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, super ball.
Shot, surely!
Goal! Manchester United!
And they're back in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United leading now. The final seconds now. That has been slung wide. Long ball by the goalkeeper. So a temporary halt to the action. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Everyone, please
Oh, well,
welcome
the
two
pickings
sides.
certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostility. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Deftly away. Cunha making good progress. Now this could be a chance. Oh, good-looking ball. That's the keeper's ball. Threads one in. Yamal tries a shot! And he's managed to gift it back. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Yamal. And the shot!
Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
He's a sharp little ball here. Balde. And Yamal. Can he spark a counter here? Bernal. Now that looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Menu. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Diallo getting forward. Cunha wants to run onto this. Good read, needed to be. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Araujo cuts it out. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Takes a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tries to play it through. Lofted in.
Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Can he finish? Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Menu. Ferran Torres. Looking for the run.
There's the header!
Oh, no. A quite unbelievable miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Ahmad. It's a sharp pass. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Half an hour gone in the second half. That's been cut out, well played. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes powering forward here. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Burmo. That looks a good ball through. He's found the way through. Now this could be a chance. Balde. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly.
Šeško.
He's having a shot!
Now, how often do you see that? Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yamal. And Burmo has it out wide and in space.
And the shot! Oh,
Good finish. They are playing them off the park. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Casemiro. Bomo. Decent chance! Yamal. Ferran Torres. He's looking wide. He shifted it to the flank. Lisandro Martinez kept aware. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin.
And
that's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
For our charity fund, Chance in Football.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege.
Could be danger here!
He's given it away!
And the shot!
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Pedro Neto, is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's...
De Paul! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area, what's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
The major moment in the game.
Oh, he's missed!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Pedro Neto. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes.
De Paul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's looking wide, looking tidy in possession here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Floated through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's intervened well there. Ruben Dias. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's picked his way through. Ruben Dias. Vitinha chips it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Vitinha.
Oh, well played, well played.
He'll try from distance! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That has not gone well. Medina.
Long ball by the goalkeeper.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Great vision. Lovely, now then.
He is just caressing the ball. And here's Bruno Fernandes. João Neves.
Well, the defence proved infallible then,
but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Almada. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. Montiel picks it up out wide. Cleared without hesitation.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ramos. And he's managed to get free. Rafael Leao. And he is deftly away.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Now it's Martinez.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Now it's Martinez. No way through.
Looking for options for movement.
That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Fernandes.
Almada. Not the most convincing of passes.
Short changes him with that pass. He has a look up. Has a look and plays it forward. Pedro Neto tries to play it through. Aimed beyond the shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That's a sharp pass. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, nice touch. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nicely weighted ball. Martinez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Gonzalo Ramos touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? De Paul. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's been caught on it here. McAllister receives it in a good position here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Ramos.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Oh no, this does not look good. Montiel. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He has found a way through. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Montiel gets a foot in here. Vitinha for Pedro Neto. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vitinha. Can he get it through? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at the space here. And he's cut it out. It's hit the crossbar. Not a bad try by any means. Now it's Fernandes. Oh, what has happened here? He's found the way through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's De Paul. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rafael Leao, he's shifting through the gears here. Almada. Now it's Martinez. De Paul. Great chance! In he goes again. And no mistake. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game.
Goes for goal! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And it's Neves. He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Not the most accurate pass.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Just eases him off the ball. Montiel. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Ramos. The final 5 minutes.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Messi. De Paul. Pedro Neto. João Neves. Now it's Rafael Leao. Romero. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Almada. Fernandes. And time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Que los voluntarios de cada sección se presenten inmediatamente en la sala de personal.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Ederson! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's following up! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
James. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets...
It's Neymar! Bellingham. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, super find. Gordon, he's picked his way through. Has a look up and drives it forward. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Goal, Brazil! And we have liftoff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
He's having a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Gordon deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ederson. Anthony. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gordon is flagged offside. Konsa clears it away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He is through here. Well, the defence just... He's gone for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Danilo with the slide tackle there. Now, can they get him away? Madueke is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
James. And he's quick to snatch it back. Can he get on the end of this? The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's through here. Picks up, real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. O'Reilly. Challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
And the ball's come loose here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Gordon. Nicely shaped ball. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement.
Oh, he's been caught on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
James. Konsa. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gordon. That has not gone well. Now that's well seen too. Rafinha.
3 minutes added time.
Anderson. Anderson. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ederson. And he was quick to react. Rice. And here's Gordon. Can he get it? And the finish! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Everyone, please.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. It's a pretty loose pass. Ederson looking to play him in. Space for him to turn and look. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
In he goes again. And yes, it's there! It is an explosive start to the second half. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Ederson. Neymar. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Chance! And he's stuck it away. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness.
Tries a shot! Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
England leading now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see...
Shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Tries to pass it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Ederson. Anthony. Rice. Shifted it to the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. The ball has bounced loose now. Could be danger here. And it's Rice. Looks a smashing ball. It's a good spell of possession. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Threads one in. It's Kane! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Rafinha! Rafinha!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Madueke. That's been cut out, well played. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Marquinhos. And Gabriel. Anthony. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Guimaraes. Looking for a runner. Great shapes to shoot! Bellingham. Rice. Ederson. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having... Rafinha! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Anderson. Rice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Not a hint of a big chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
And smartly reclaimed. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread neatly. And he's in on goal. And he's well positioned here. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Kane. Oh, perfectly measured that. Brazil can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Stones kept his eye on it. James is fouled.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Brazil are down to 10 men. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. And it's made its way to him. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And we're done. Brazil, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and
With the
all.
owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate, kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of...
Great chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely weighted ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Great chance!
Koundé clears. And here's Højlund. Good
Tries a shot!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Denmark with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Dembele, and he's got away from it. Oh, a gilt-edged chance!
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to...
And the shot!
Not a bad try by any means. Oh, they can break here. Neatly clipped into space. Oh no, what has happened here?
Højlund! Goal! Denmark!
And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Eriksson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. Højlund. Quarter of an hour played. That's a nicely shaped ball. Thuram. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he'll try from distance! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Denmark have their second corner now. Eriksson with the short one. So, third corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Christensen. He's gone for goal. Missed by a fraction. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Højlund takes the shot! And he should have made them pay.
Højlund has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
France have it back and can go again. And it's Dembele. He was under real pressure there, and he's quick to return it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, easy pickings there. Eriksson. He won't be happy with that one. And claimed it back swiftly. Dorgu. Hoyland. Nicely weighted ball. Hoyland. Just the keeper in his way. Big chance! Goal! Denmark! And they get themselves in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Number 9.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now that's well seen too. Arteta. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Dembele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. And this is Dembele. And it's Dembele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Dembele. That is a brilliant interception. Knocks it into space. Højbjerg. Oh, cracking ball. Froholt. Dorgu. Eriksson. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball...
And the keeper's given it away. Isaacson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Arteta. Hoyland. Aims beyond the defence.
Oh, really well played.
Anderson. And he was quick to react. And the referee has blown for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Quick reminder today, please have your
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Denmark are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Denmark have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Substitution for Denmark. Number 17.
We're on the move
Coming
again.
on to replace him is number 20.
Now it's Mbappe. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Eriksson. Denmark claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. France have the chance to go the... And the finish! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Denmark go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well measured. That has been cut short. Denmark come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Denmark visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Thuram. And no, that was never going to make it. Højbjerg.
Attendance for this match was
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Froholt. Højlund. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Eriksson. Eriksson! Højlund. Denmark are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Froholt. Can he get on the end of this? Poulsen! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Koundé. Arteta. And France can counter now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Threads one in, and this is Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Anderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the through ball. Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are playing them off the park.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tries to pass it through. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Into the last quarter of an hour. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. They've got a corner here. Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Denmark are looking to go forward now. Saliba cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe. Højbjerg. Froholt. Now it's Eriksen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Eriksen. France can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Here comes the cross. Corner number 3 coming up. Poulsen gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That ball looks a good one. And he's being shifted off it. Kone. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Barcola. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice sequence of passes, this. And that's been won straight back. Kone. And it's Eriksen. 4 extra minutes added on. It's a pretty loose pass. And there goes the final whistle. Denmark looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Højlund voted man of the match and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Denmark definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And a quick announcement today that
many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Haaland! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the...
And the shot! Goal! Brazil!
And Brazil take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Norway finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nicely weighted ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Evan Nielsen. And the pass is intercepted. Haaland could move up a gear here. Stood up well to him there. Looking for the run.
Chance, surely!
And that was very necessary. Not the most convincing of passes, and he's been shifted off it. Berger. That's going wide left. Can he get it through? Now it's Rafinha. Evan Nielsen is flagged offside. Evan Nielsen did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He's under a lot of pressure there. That is a great pick out.
Takes a shot!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Norway are behind here, despite their domination of possession.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a promising position, driven in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Norway have their second corner now. Ødegaard goes short. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Evan Nielsen has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Alexandro. Rafinha. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And he's quick to snatch it back. Haaland.
Oh, he's having a shot!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game.
Oh, he's having a go!
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Ødegaard. And it's Ødegaard. And they're quick to get it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ødegaard. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Ødegaard. Ederson. Rafinha absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Driving forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar. Haaland. That pass has been well intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Goes for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nicely aimed pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bruno Guimaraes. And he can clear it away. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking to play him in. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Berger. Here's Haaland. Good ball, good take. Space for him to turn and look. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And it's Berger. Look at the space here. Haaland purring through the gears. And the finish! And it's in! Norway are back in business. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pass somewhat off target. And that has left him in a heap. Haaland. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
And so we're off again. Now then, the ball's come loose. Solot.
That has been cut short.
Berger.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
He won't be happy with that one. Solot.
Can he latch on to this?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Berger.
And here's Solot. Ederson. Now it's Rafinha.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Rafinha
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Brazil needed that.
They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ederson. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Rafinha.
He's picked his way through. That's good play.
Bruno Guimaraes
Has shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
deftly away.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Norway have the chance to go the other way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Norway have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game.
And the volley. That was mighty close.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ibanez.
Well, that's well seen too. Cleared away.
And that was nowhere near his best.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well read.
And the danger is averted.
Great ball, and he's in here. I think that's offside.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And it's Ødegaard. And here's Solot. Alexandro.
Short changes him with that pass. Not where it came from. He's in a great position here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty.
Norway presented with a golden opportunity here.
So this to turn it right round. The comeback is complete.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Berger. A corner it is then. They're up to 5 corners now. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Haaland.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's had it taken off him. That has not gone well. Berger. Can he spark a counter here? Now, this could be a chance. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, another set play.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And that should get the job done. Rafinha was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Forced to go back. Haaland. Haaland touches it back. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Berger clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Alexandro. That's a good foray he's making. Distributed tidily. Thinks about the shot.
Norway nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's the throw. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
2 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. And he was quick to react. Haaland looking to add to his goal. Berger. Well, that's well spotted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Norway have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Berger picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot.
Kubo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Played into the box. Japan with the corner. They're first. Good read, needed to be. And they've got rid. It's Maida! No, just not quite.
Maida has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Ito. Played it back. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kamada. Distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Kubo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in plenty of space here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Mexico are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maida aims beyond the defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's a good ball out wide. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, just skips past his man. He's under a lot of pressure there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Big chance! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
30 minutes gone. Kamada. Oh, he's found support out wide. Terrific effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a searching pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nicely weighted ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Skims one, tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Yes, ended up in no man's land. Oh, good take in a good area. That's a look and place it forward. Mexico are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, they could be caught out here. Looking for the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's been shifted off it. Kamada. Now he's got space here. Spread out to the left. Kubo. And he stands tall, impenetrable. The most accurate pass. And it's Kamada. He's a sharp little ball here. No, again there's no way through. So a temporary halt to the action. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Aquí están ambos equipos preparados.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kamada. Kubo. To Kamada. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And that's aimed into the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, easy pickings there.
Maeda really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Can he get it through? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Driving forward, looking for a runner. Ito kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a little off target.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Maida. Kubo, who does have an assist to his name. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Kamada. Mexico have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to
Kubo! And he's gone looking for safety. Kamada. Kamada's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Threads one in. Kubo. And the through ball. That is good strength. Mexico can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He'll try from distance! 75 minutes played. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Mexico really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And it's made its way to him. And he's quick to return it. Ito shifted it to the flank. Looking for options for movement. And they win it back again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Mexico really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking fake.
Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to... Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience...
He's having a shot!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He might be in here! He's shifting through the... shapes to shoot! Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He is through here. And the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb. They've played it short. Some decent chance! And that is as much as we have time for. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.